anything like me, a fan who pretty much grew up watching Astro Boy, you've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. The film has an amazing all-star voice cast, including Freddie Highmore, Kristen Bell, Nathan Lane, Eugene Levy, Bill Nighy, Donald Sutherland, and Nick Cage. And as a special Comic-Con exclusive announcement, I'm excited to announce that 2 additional cast members to the cast, and that is both Academy Award nominee Samuel L. Jackson and Academy Award winner Charlize Theron. They're both lending their voices to the film. Join me in welcoming Freddie Highmore from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Finding Neverland, and Kristen Bell from Veronica Mars, Heroes, and Forgetting Sarah Martin. So guys, I'm going to step out here, but I understand that I think you brought something you want to share with the crowd today, right?
What do you guys want? Just kidding. We have brought for you the world premiere of the Astro Boy trailer.
We think it's going to be really exciting. We think it's a film. We think it's a film that everyone wants to see. You know, right down from little kids up to adults who have loved Astro Boy for the 50 or so years it's been around. And yeah, it's a rough cut of the trailer, but we really hope you enjoy it.
Star of Veronica. Thank you.
Responsibility that the original terrific, and so I stuck very closely to the original origin story of Astro, which is very emotional. That's what I did.
Okay. Let me jump over to Freddie because I want to ask. We'll come back to you.
That's fine with me.
That's all right. I have a big question for you, but Freddie, this is you've worked with so many amazing directors and in so many great films. How did you approach this character? I mean, this is a classic cartoon character, really, and tell us about what you brought to it and how you approached it.
Yeah, I think as David said, we wanted to change Astro Boy, make him a bit more modern, and that was my goal as well in creating or sort of altering slightly and making Astro Boy my own. I think that it wasn't as hard as some people would think, because Astro Boy is a character we can all identify with, really. We've all got something that makes us a bit different. In Astro Boy's case, is that he's a human trapped inside a robot's body. But I think we can all identify with the feeling of wanting to fit in to society and the feeling of being accepted, whether that be into society and into a group of friends, or in Astro Boy's case, into a family. So that's really how I started to approach the character.
Kristen, you've been mainly, I believe, on camera. Is this your first voice-over performance?
Well, I do voiceover for a TV show called Gossip Girl. But it's really my first cartoon come to life, which is very exciting.
How does this compare to doing the live-action roles that you had? This is a full performance, but it's done not on camera.
This says, please be aware that many members of your audience may be under 18 years of age. Is anyone under 18 years of age?
No.
No.
All right, we have a few. So let's watch the language, Freddie, okay? I think from my perspective, there's a lot more work that goes into doing live action because you're on set all day and you sort of have to be at the beck and call of the camera, and when it's set up and you have much longer days, and there's a lot more fun when doing a cartoon, I think, because you come in and you get to see so many different aspects that you're really not involved in, because you get to see from pencil sketches to when they start to become animated, to when they add colors, when they add the 3D, and there's really so many steps and so much work that you're not involved in. It's kind of neat to be a bystander and really see it all come to life.
That's great. And so now, Marianne, how did you, as a producer, assemble this cast? And you can also tell us about some of the other people in the film, but how did you assemble the cast for this film?
Well, it really was a goal for David and myself to have the best actors in the roles in the movie. And fortunately, everybody that we asked said yes. So that was really exciting for us. And we feel very fortunate to have such a wonderful cast. Freddie, of course, is fantastic as Astro Boy, and Toby in the movie. Kristen, amazing as our lead female role, Cora. So hats off to both of them. We also have Nicolas Cage in the role of Dr. Temba, who is Astro Boy's father. He is a big comics fan, big manga, anime fan, and has a real passion for the property. So it was really great to get him on board. Donald Sutherland, how great is that? He's our villain. President Stone.
The story for this film, trying to figure out what movie to make, I took a lot of inspiration from Oliver Twist, and it's a story of a kid who doesn't really have a home, who goes through a lot of adversity, and really Cora is the Artful Dodger character in our movie. Nathan Lane is definitely plays Fagin, but Cora's, she's smart, she's resourceful, she has a little bit of a past that she's embarrassed about. In our movie, there are two communities. There are people who live on the surface of the earth, and there are people who live in Metro City, which is this floating city that Astro's from. And Cora was originally from there, and she's a little embarrassed by it. But really, she's a foil for Astro. She's suspicious of him at first when he lands in her world, but they form a great friendship, and so it's just a great character for Astro to relate to. And Kristen's great.
How does Cora help Astro Boy? I mean, Kristen, can you talk about the character? Because we're going to see a clip of her in a moment. So can you tell us about the character of Cora and how she helps Astro Boy?
Sure. She is kind of sassy and very opinionated, and is kind of like the den mother to this group of, either Oliver Twist or Peter Pan kind of boys, and she keeps everybody rallied and together, but she's got a very tough exterior and a very soft interior that you don't really see till the end of the film. But she befriends Astro, and then they have a whole storyline of breaking apart and feeling betrayed, and, hopefully eventually coming back together. I don't know, see it. But she's fun. She's wonderful.
Freddie was...
And Astro Boy, at the moment he meets Cora, he really doesn't have anyone else in the world to talk to or to share things with. And I think Cora's the first person that he meets after being abandoned by his father, who he feels like he can open up to. I think it's mostly a friendship,
Please feel free to come up and we will do a few minutes of Q&A. We might not be able to get to everybody, but we'll go for it. Very, very cool. David, how did working at Aardman help you or affect you or have any influence on making a film like this? Because Chicken Run and those things are completely different.
They were very different, but I think the thing that comes from both the Astro Boy is the humor, which is, I grew up in the north of England, and I've got sort of northern English sense of humor, but it's, Aardman are fantastic at taking dangerous, difficult situations and finding something funny or finding a twist on it, finding a way to keep it believable, but also have experiences, and hopefully that's what shines through in Astro Boy. There's a lot of comedy in Astro Boy, as well as a lot of action and adventure, and a lot of emotion too. It's very emotional.